Number 4, Arizona, rallying to beat number 12, Oklahoma, 38-24 in the Alamo Bowl. I was not happy watching this football game. I was not happy. I was very happy to see Jackson Arnold, though, right? Because, Dylan Gabriel had committed to transfer to Oregon. Good luck to him. I think Oregon's going to be a good football team in 2024. But the Jackson Arnold experience, alongside the Seth Luttrell and Joe John Finley experience, was really going to get the headlines for OU fans. And Jackson Arnold did what you thought a true freshman 5-star quarterback would do. He threw for over 300 yards. He put the ball on the floor. He threw the ball to the other team 3 times. It wasn't a great outing. Now, I already got OU fans going, hey, RJ, our wide receiver's not really doing him a whole lot of favors. I'm going, hey, dog, I'm watching him stare down. Receivers going, don't you do it, don't you do it. And then he does it, and Arizona picks off the rock. Okay? Now, as much as I do want to talk about Jackson Arnold being the thing there, because I think that dude's going to be good. I think in the SEC, he's going to be exactly what I expect him to be. Good enough for us to beat the best teams in all of college football, all right? But he's going to need some help. You got to get that dude some skill. You got to keep dudes on the roster like Tyree Walker choosing to transfer to Wisconsin. Not a great look for OU's backfield, right? You're going to need somebody that can really pick up that mantle laid down by Drake Stoops, who had an outstanding career at OU after starting as a walk-on, right? We're going to need Nick Anderson to continue to progress, right? We got to locate that next CeeDee Lamb, who, by the way, is in the running for the NFL MVP if you've been paying attention to what that dude has been doing at Dallas. Forget Dak. 88 is the guy, okay? But you need to do all that. On the other side, you gotta fix that defense. Like, I thought the defense was great until Arizona, but turns out Arizona's a really good football team. Like, they were 9-3 going into this thing, and there's a reason why they're ranked inside the top 15, and they're going to give the Big 12 hell with Noah Fafita back there, who looked better than the 5-star from Denton and Jackson Arnold. Hello, Jed Fish got it going on out there. But I think we're going to be fine at quarterback at Oklahoma. Problem with that is you might get into another spot where the guy behind him ain't that good if he gets hurt. You want to go fix that if you're Brent Venables, but I'm not at all worried about what Jackson Arnold is or isn't at this point. Again, 26-45, 361, 2 TDs, 3 INTs, put the ball on the ground. I'll take it in the Alamo Bowl. What do I care about winning the Alamo Bowl? We got 10 wins. That's all I wanted, right? Beat Texas, got 10 wins. I'm not going to ask for more. I'm going to be happy with this. Getting the 10 wins against the SEC? If that schedule that they gave Oklahoma, hell, they're going to make the college football playoff. If that schedule, they get 10 wins. All right, let's talk about number 9, Missouri, controlling number 7, Ohio State, 14-3 in the Cotton Bowl. Man, this question really was not one I was prepared to answer at the start of 2024, but can Missouri win the SEC in 2024? Can they do it? I mean, anything is possible, but Cody Schrader's gone. That might be the best tailback that Missouri has ever had. Not bad for a walk-on, right? Not bad for a walk-on. Brady Cook did not look like the dude that could lead you to an SEC championship game against that Ohio State defense, but that Ohio State defense is one of the top 5 in the country. And they did yeoman's work just keeping Ohio State in the game, right? Because first you got Devin Brown going out there. He doesn't look great. He turns the ankle. He can't go back in. And then Lincoln Kienholz, he ain't it, dog. Like, he ain't it. You need to go into the portal. You need to get some help over there, Ryan Day, because your quarterback is the most important part of your offense. We know this because when Kyle McCord chose to leave, people were like, cool, Devin Brown will be that guy. Now there's a reason why Kyle McCord was your starter. There's reason why he threw for over 3,000 yards, right? And maybe that dude didn't like the idea you going into the portal to try to get somebody to replace him, and now you have to, right? So bear that in mind. But I think right now, you got to put your chips into the middle of the table for a guy like Will Howard, who at one point was thought to just be the guy at USC. And then Miller Moss went and had, no, I'm the guy. I'm the guy. I win the Holiday Bowl. I threw 6 TDs. You can come get it if you want to. And even Lincoln Riley admitted, he's like, hey, I think that guy might have absolutely run off anybody that was up wanting to come here. And I'm going, yep, probably, right? Meanwhile, Ryan Day gets a guy like Will Howard. Is he as prolific as a guy like Kyle McCord? No, he wasn't. Not passing the ball. But they weren't particularly great running the football at Ohio State this year either. And that's something else that Will Howard can give you. He can give you the kind of guy that can go for, on a really great team in a really great year, 3,000 and 1,000. But Kyle McCord also had Marvin Harrison Jr., Julian Fleming, Travion Henderson. Emeka Egbuka, right? Carnell Tate coming back. You lose Noah Rogers to the portal, but you got guys coming in, right? You got Brandon Ennis on that roster. Like you have weapons at wide receiver and in the backfield for that matter. I think that you have to nail your quarterback situation. And that's been, frankly, a thing that Ryan Day has had to deal with most years. Like, he needed to figure out that Justin Fields was the guy. He picked Dwayne Haskins over Joe Burrow, which was still the right thing to do, no matter what Joe Burrow became, right? He had a battle between C.J. Stroud and Jack Miller. He had a battle between what we thought was Kyle McCord and C.J. Stroud at one point, and now Kyle McCord versus Devin Brown, and he's got to go find another quarterback. We'll see, man. We'll see. I think that he's going to find this guy. I think that Ryan Day's too good a head coach, and that offense is too inviting to a great quarterback for you not to find a guy that is capable of winning football games at Ohio State. But it ain't about winning football games at Ohio State. It's about beating Michigan at Ohio State, especially if Michigan up and wins the national championship on Monday. It's going to get real hot over there in Columbus because it was already hot going into the season. Do you realize that Ryan Day was on a hot seat going into this season after they damn near beat Georgia and probably win the national championship because Texas Christian ain't that good? Now we're talking about, is that guy the guy? Not unlike we were talking about Jim Harbaugh in 2020. I still say this. If Jim Harbaugh was the head coach at Michigan for Ohio State, Michigan 2020, and they lost that game, I don't think he would be the head coach at Michigan in 2021. That's how thin the margins are, and that's how much these rivalry games matter. Like, I tell people around here at home that Ohio State, Michigan is my college football playoff national championship. That is the biggest game of the regular season every year. And Ohio State fans are the first people to treat it like that. So we'll see. If they can convince that guy to go to Ohio State, I think that's great. But right now it's Ohio State, Miami, USC, or going to the NFL. We'll see what Will Howard decides to do. If you like what you've seen, consider subscribing to the #1 college football show on YouTube, the Fox Sports app, or wherever you get your podcast.